So hopefully you can see my screen right now. And what's in here and what's really critical are several components. Number one is policies. Let's just talk about that for a second, because I touched upon something that was critical earlier, which is social media. And every practice now and every business is communicating through social marketing. How do you train your employees as to what you can put out on the web, what's proper, what's not a violation? How do you train them on these policies and procedures? What we have is just sample policies for you to train your admin. So this is a social media policy, and this goes over what you can and cannot do in regards to social media. And it's pretty critical that you train your employees. What we also put in here, and I'm not going to go over, obviously, every one of these portals, but what happens is when we give you the service for the month, with your own personal security advisor, we take you through a best practices. So what we're able to do is take you through this portal, ask you some specific questions that are specific to your practice and the safeguards that we recommend that you put into place. So a social media policy is just great training. There's also information on what your emails need to look like and what the disclaimer on your emails need to look like. So that's also critical for you, because if you're emailing patients and you don't have the proper disclosures in your emails that it's privacy and there's different verbiage that you need to use, that can be a HIPAA violation. So it's critical that you look through this and you understand the training that we provide, and you understand what a best practice is for your business. The other thing that we have here is just sample plans and procedures. So we have an incident response plan, a security incident response plan, and then what I find really interesting here is vendor agreements. And why this is so critical is if you are sharing your patient's information with a vendor, say it be a lab or another specialist, and that vendor of yours is compromised, you're liable unless you indemnify yourself with your vendors. So these are fully customized agreements that typically, if you went to a lawyer, could cost thousands of dollars for you to have these customized to your particular practice. These are written agreements for you, for anybody that you're doing business with, your vendors, your associates, your partners. This has a sample of legal documents that you should look through that you can go to protect yourself. So this is one part of what we provide. The second is it's just a simple risk assessment. So if we go to prepare and train and you do a risk assessment, the security rule requires all entities and business associates to conduct an accurate and thorough assessment of the potential risk and vulnerabilities to the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of electronic protected health information held by the covered entity. You should include all PHI in your risk assessment. And there are 4 main steps in the risk assessment process. And here's what we do is we lay this out for you. We walk you through this. We work with your team to go through this risk assessment, to perform it, apply the risk mitigation, and we conduct a periodic review of the risk and mitigate the measures. So this is just part of what this portal provides for you and the services that we provide.